Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hermione Reads Comics. I'm Hermione, and I read comics. Alright, so before I begin with the final video for today, because this is like the first video that I've done, and I'm not all here right now, so you're gonna pardon me. I'm gonna upload content on this channel once a week, so every Monday you will get new content, and I am going to pick 4 comics, that I will be reviewing. Now, these are comic books that I bought months and months and months and months ago. So if they're old, if they're like 4, 5, 6 month old issues, please pardon me. I just really have not been really in the mood to read comics the last 4 months, which kind of defeats the point of having a yearly membership, because generally yearly membership means that you're going to read the comic books like every day. But it's just been how crazy my life's been. It's like, so I will be doing that. And so I will be doing, I will upload a single video every Monday. So during the week, I will pick out 4 comic books that I physically own, and I will do a review of those 4 comics. And yeah, so that is what Little Mi's going to do. Alright, so speaking of comics, we're doing a review. Sorry. We're doing a review of Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 1. Now, before I begin with this video, I get why they chose to start the whole Absolute universe with Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. These are the trio. This is, these are the main heroes and everything like that, and everybody after that is second wing. But it's interesting because those 3 have the most interesting origin stories and all that. So alright, so I'm gonna do this because I haven't done this in a long time. Okay, so with Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 1, let me flip this over. We have a very different, we have a very different Wonder Woman than the main continuity. Now, I was wondering, like, okay, what caused this Absolute universe to even be formed? And I know people have been saying that this came upon because Marvel has done an Absolute, yes, an Absolute universe where heroes have very different origin stories than they originally. And the reasons are 2 very different. For Marvel, it's because of the inventor, I believe that's what they call him, decided to go back in time and create an Earth that he wanted and all that jazz. This one is Darkseid. And apparently what happened, because like I said, I have been out of the comic book loop for 4 months, so there's a lot of stuff that happened in the 4 months that I have not been reading comic books. So apparently what happened was Amanda Waller, I do not feel sorry for her. Amanda Waller went like psycho unhinged and like yeah, it was pretty bad. It's long and complicated, and I don't have the energy to cover it all because everybody that's been reading the whole thing knows what I'm talking about. Now you know why I don't. Now you know why I haven't been reading comics in 4 months. I've just been absolutely just tuckered out. But anyway, so this is a different Earth, and it was cut off from the main multiverse, so it's like its own little thing. And yeah, so so Wonder Woman is not raised and trained on Themyscira. Now, she's born on Themyscira. That is the only thing that is the same. Her birth is the same and all that type of stuff. And so she's imprisoned with Cersei on her island. And it's like, okay, this is interesting because you would never imagine that Cersei would have done anything to incur the wrath of the gods. But apparently in the Absolute Universe she did. So she is forced to raise Diana in hell. Or, well, I wouldn't call it hell per se, because, you know, hell is not a concept that was known to the Greeks. Well, I take it back. They called it Tartarus, but in the comic book it's referred to as hell. And that was like, I'm kind of like, that word was not in the Greek language. So, yeah. So, you got this right here, which is like weird. Yeah. Sorry about the little small screen. I'm not reading this on my tablet. Oh, speaking of the tablet, I discovered that I could log in. So I will be doing these reviews on my tablet. But there's Diana. Now, what's interesting about this comic book is Cersei is not allowed to use the word Amazon. However, when we get to the end of it, it's Diana that uses the word Amazon, not Cersei, because Cersei's not allowed to. But Apollo never said that Diana couldn't say it, because he has no control. He could order Cersei because she's an adult and would be able to not be able to say it. But yeah, but Diana's able to say it because she's not bounded by Apollo's decree. And then, of course, Zeus has plans for the Amazons after their service to him is over, which is really seriously messed up. So, yeah, it is seriously messed up. That is a badass. Alright. So, all in all, look at that blade. So, yeah. So, yeah. Alright. So, all in all, what did I think about Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 1? I will say that I absolutely did enjoy it. I thought the origin story of Diana, starting out being similar, but then forking off, was interesting. Her blade is total badass. just want to lay it out there. It's total badass. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I wasn't exactly sure, when I read Absolute Batman, I just loved it, and I didn't know if I was going to feel the same for Absolute Wonder Woman, but I will say that Absolute Wonder Woman was absolutely amazing. I love how they changed her upbringing, where she's a witch and has magic, and it's great. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I will say this is one of the things I really like about DC Infinite is the second issue is out. Yeah, second issue is out. I will not have to wait long to read the second issue. So, very happy about that. Same thing with Absolute Batman and definitely Absolute Superman. Um, um, but yeah. So it looks like that came out October 20th. Take it back. I'll have to wait till next month to read it because Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 2 is not out yet. So apparently Absolute Superman isn't out yet either. All right. So as I said, I will continue to read those comics. So as far as like my comic books are concerned, and I think I mentioned this before, but I didn't clarify it. I will be reading my Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and then when Absolute Superman comes out, I will read that. I am going to stick with my Action Comics. Shazam. I haven't read any of the new Shazam comics, so I will be reading that. And The Flash. So it's going to be Shazam, The Flash, at the Absolute, the 3 Absolute, and Action Comics. So those are literally 1, 2. I will be doing 6. I will be reading about 6 comics, on the app, and yeah. So I definitely have some, Flash 2. It says here Flash number 14 is the newest one. Yeah. I'm not really into Nightwing. Yeah. I don't know why these are saying not shown. I've read them. I have not read them. Okay, whatever. So yeah, so I'm gonna get on to, I'm going to be reading, like I said, reading my Shazam, and, all that stuff. Alright. So, I will be back next Monday with another video, and I will see you next time.